On the news tonight, as preparation for Eid-Kabir items, correspondent examines safety of commuters during and after Salah. World Blood Donor Day. Experts call for coordinated and sustainable blood program. A pleasant evening to you all out there. This is NTA Jabode News at 7. Thanks for joining us. I am Olamumi Adeniji, and here are the details. President Bola Tinubu has arrived in Lagos ahead of Eid-Kabir celebration. The president, who departed Abuja, the nation's capital, this afternoon, is to spend the Salah holidays in his home state. An earlier statement by the presidential advisor on media and publicity, Ajuri Ngalale, stated that the president will mark the occasion in prayers and reflecting on advancing the transformation of Nigeria in line with his renewed hope agenda. Meanwhile, driving against traffic is one of the unwholesome acts of motorists in Ogun State and across. This has contributed to majority of road crashes in Nigeria. As preparation for Eid-Kabir festival heightens, Anthony Gandonu takes a look at measures put in place by the Federal Road Safety Corps to ensure safety during and after the celebration.
Ijebu-Ode Ore-Benin Expressway is one of the major highways that linked Ogun State to other states. A visit to Ijebu-Ode Area J4 corridor of the express road revealed that driving against the traffic has become the new normal by most of the motorists plying the road. This, the Federal Road Safety Corps described as worrisome, as it has contributed to about 50% of road accidents in the Axis.
Our deployment for this period is going to be against one way. We are not doing enforcement. We are doing traffic calming, and war on one way. Total war on one-way traffic.
Some motorists who were caught in the act have this to say.
Take a look at the road. As a matter of fact, for us to deviate from the other lane to this lane, those roads are no longer motorable.
I cannot enjoy this road at all because of those gallop, brugru, and everything. You spoil motor every time. We go shop, they change everything for motor.
As preparation for Eid-Kabir gets to the peak, the Ijebu-Ode unit commander of the Federal Road Safety Corps, Murphy Ajayi, said all is set to ensure a smooth journey along the corridor during and after the Salah celebration. He added that over 100 officers, patrol vehicles, ambulances, and motorbikes have been provided for the exercise.
There's going to be majorly traffic control to calm down the speed, to monitor where there's going to be a gridlock or where there's going to be one way. I think with that, we hope for easy, crash-free Eid-Kabir.
The unit commander vowed to deal mercilessly with erring motorists. In Ijebu-Ode, Anthony Gandonu, NTA News.
And in the same vein, as the celebration of Eid-Kabir draws nearer, Oshogbo, the Osun State capital, is already experiencing a flux of travelers. Kayode Oladoshi visited some markets in the metropole and brought back this report.
Eid-el-Kabir, or the Feast of Sacrifice, is a significant holiday celebrated by Muslims to commemorate Prophet Ibrahim's devotion to God. It is observed on the 10th day of Dhul Hijjah, the 12th month of the Islamic calendar, and one of the central rituals on Eid-el-Kabir is the act of sacrificing a ram, sheep, goat, or cow. Few days to the celebration of this year's Eid-el-Kabir, a visit to some ram markets in Oshogbo shows low patronage as people expressed concern over hike in ram prices ahead of the celebration.
Last year, so I get agbo, but this year now the money within my pocket now, I can buy misoro.
My pocket worth the value and it did not worth the value, both of them. But the market was okay, sha.
There were big size, there were medium size, and there were small size. So it depends on what you choose.
And the price?
The price you can see 180, 150, 200.
Shoppers were not left out at various markets in the metropolis in their quest to purchase consumables associated with the festival.
That about 3 months ago, I was here pricing the, what do you call this, flour, yam flour. It was double now.
As vehicular movement is now increasing inward and outward of the city, the Osun State Police Command says it has put mechanism in place to ensure a smooth Salah celebration in the state. In Osogbo, Kayode Oladosu, NTA News.
In the meantime, the Federal Road Safety Corps has deployed 41,470 personnel, over 743 patrol vehicles, 92 ambulances, 23 tow trucks, and 144 motorbikes nationwide for its special Salah patrol between 14th to 23rd of June 2024.
Since his resumption to office as the Commercial Federal Road Safety Corps almost 3 weeks ago, Sheikh Mohammed has his first major hurdle to jump. The evident litmus test for him is to ensure a hitch-free movement during the Eid-ul-Kabir celebration. Now, focus for the Corps is to achieve reduction in road traffic crashes, road traffic fatalities, and road traffic injuries. And to this end, aggressive enforcement will build the strength, and this includes conducting over 200 mobile court operations with the aim of checking illegal use of the spy number plates, loading of trailers with passengers, use of phone while driving, passengers manifest violation, amongst others.
In achieving the objectives of the special operation, the Corps will combine engagement of the motoring public through purposeful and impactful public education programs, strengthening of surveillance activities to regulate unprofessional excesses, sustain effective patrol operation, as well as adequate monitoring on the highways. A total of 23 health areas mobilized to ensure prompt removal of obstructions and rescue operation during the period. This is in addition to the 15 traffic control camps, which will be solely dedicated to identifying traffic gridlock areas to be manned by our personnel on 24/7 basis.
With the massive deployment of personnel and logistics as well as the envisaged public support, the Corps is confident that the celebration would be a huge success. But one thing is sure, the people are watching and ready to put pen to paper. Oyeyemi Ajayi, NTA News.
Still on the Salah festival. Slaughtering ram or other approved animals for the Eid-el-Kabir is considered symbolic to acknowledge Prophet Ibrahim's willingness in sacrificing his beloved son, Ishmael, and the intervention by Allah. And so Muslims in Ogbomosho besiege ram markets in the neighborhood to get one or more for this year's Eid-el-Kabir celebration. However, rams are expensive and sellers equally complained about low patronage. Abdurrauf Kamaldeen reports.
In one of the popular ram markets at Ayanyan in Ogbomosho, rams of various sizes are in the market awaiting buyers. Though buyers are in the market, they are however scared of the price being placed on each of the animals. For instance, a small ram is sold between 80,000 naira to 100,000 naira, while the minimum size costs between 150,000 naira to 200,000 naira. Sellers say big ram sells for 250,000 naira and above. They have ever attributed the price rise to the current economic situation in Nigeria.
Being the high cost of feeding. Initially, we were buying wheat bran. Wheat offer is a very common feed for the livestock. We were buying for, I think, 6,000 naira or so. All of a sudden, it went to 8,000, went to 12,000. Presently, they sell it 17,000 naira.
Price of the ram for this year is that it took costs. And the major problem I think that causing it is that most of those people that are bringing it from north, they are complaining about fuel and the transportation.
Buyers who managed to get one or two rams lamented the hike in ram prices.
Things have gone higher. I can say about 250% higher. So there's nothing we can do about it. And we can't leave it we have to buy it, whatever the case may be, except we don't have the money.
What I can say is just that this year, something is cost, everything is cost, even the ram, everything. There's nothing that is not cost.
Sellers expressed optimism that sales will improve as the day for salads gets closer. Abdul Kamaldeen, NT News.
As the 2024 Hajj rites commence proper, Nigerian pilgrims join their counterparts from across the globe to proceed to Valley of Muna, Saudi Arabia. About 1.7 million foreign pilgrims have so far arrived in Mecca for the pilgrimage. Correspondent Jamilu Ibrahim has more.
The annual Hajj exercise formally commences on 8th of Dhul Hijjah when the pilgrims proclaim the intention of Hajj and move to the Valley of Muna to spend a night before proceeding to the Arafat. This year, the sacred day of Arafat climaxing the Hajj exercise falls on Saturday, 15th June. Hence, the pilgrims are moving to the Muna Valley this Friday. About 1.7 million foreign pilgrims have so far arrived in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia from across the world. Saudi officials say they expect the number of pilgrims this year to exceed that of 2023, when more than 1.8 million people performed the Hajj. More than 60,000 Nigerians are part of this year's pilgrims and are getting set for the sacred outing.
Alhamdulillah, we are psychologically prepared, physically prepared, and emotionally ready, inshallah.
This is 2024 Hajj pre-Arafat meeting by the National Hajj Commission of Nigeria in Makkah. The meeting receives briefings from various committees, especially those of the holy sites, medical matters, and the Hadaya.
Told ourselves the need for us to be very organized, to be strategic in how we move, to make sure that we operate within the guidelines given in terms of the Tawweej, the grouping that we've preached all along while the preparations were on from the states, and then we go on the route Tradudia that the Saudis too had laid out.
Some of the Nigerian pilgrims, however, regret that their Nisu cards are not yet ready.
We're informed that it is now available at the Nigeria Hajj Commission office here in Makkah, and we have been here since early in the morning. We haven't gotten it yet.
The National Hajj Commission of Nigeria is reassuring all the concerned persons that their Nisu cards will be ready soonest. Even as the Commission enjoins officials of all the state pilgrims welfare board agencies and commission to ensure strict adherence with the newly introduced grouping arrangement by pilgrims from their respective states, especially in their transportation to the holy sites. From the NACON's office in Makkah, Saudi Arabia, Jamilu Ibrahim, NTA News.
You're still watching NTA News at 7. We'll be right back after this break.
Bro, I tell you, this match 3-0. Okay. If I win you, something will come out.
Don't play with me. Fast ball, fast ball. Ah, you know what? You go shot.
Bro.
Now we got this man.
Keep the banter going. Glow. Borrow me credit and data. Dial *303# to borrow airtime or data and pay later.
Is it ready?
Power your relentless ambition with ultra high-speed data. Glow Unlimited.
Other stories. One of the major essence of humanity is blood, and it is described as a living substance to the very core of life. Unfortunately, the support for blood donation seems lacking, and medical experts are worried by the development. They are calling the younger generations to support nationally coordinated and sustainable blood program to meet the needs of patients who require blood for transfusion. Ibrahim Bello has more.
Without blood, life is non-existent. So, when a shortage of it becomes unavoidable, blood donation becomes necessary, and it plays a vital role in restoring the health of the recipient or patient. Healthcare practitioners highlight the benefits patients that face life-threatening conditions gain with blood transfusion. They emphasize the significance and need for voluntary, unpaid, safe, and sufficient blood supply.
we are trying to ensure that each and every blood donated is screened appropriately. Getting safe blood starts from getting safe blood donor. And what do we mean by safe blood donor is somebody that is free from all infection.
The essence of this is encapsulated in the World Blood Donor Day, celebrated on 14th of June every year. It is to raise awareness for safe blood and to thank voluntary, unpaid blood donors for their life-saving gifts.
Currently, we are working together with National Emergency Medical Services, NEMSAS, as well as the Primary Healthcare Development Agency, to ensure that we have enough blood in response to most of these emergencies.
The slogan, "Share life, give blood," amplifies the essence of blood donation and the necessity to encourage youth to sign up and start donating.
I have actually donated blood like 28 times. When you donate this blood, you're saving somebody's life. My motivation is giving back to society.
I'm standing here today is because I am a recipient of the good venture of kind-hearted people who have donated blood. I've received blood for I've received up to 8 pints.
This year's theme is 20 years of celebrating giving. Thank you, donors, selected to commemorate profound impact of blood donations. In Abuja, Ibrahim Bello Gunda, NTA News.
Meanwhile, medical experts are advocating a legislation for Nigeria to allow diseased organ donations towards saving people who may require organs harvested from the deceased as obtained in other climes. They are optimistic that the legislation will also enable Nigeria to make progress in other organs transplantation as is being done with kidney transplantation. Lydia Sampson reports.
Lungs, heart, pancreas, and even liver transplants are often done from organs of deceased donors. Infrastructure for preservation, transportation within the shortest possible time to beneficiaries requires enormous funds. The need for massive investment in healthcare from both government and private sectors, the guests say, is the way to ensure a robust organ transplantation, which is both a business and blessing in saving.
You have the lungs, you have the liver, you have the heart, right? You have the pancreas. These organs can only be taken from a deceased donor. And we do not yet have legislation for deceased donor organ transplantation in our country.
If you are diabetic and you are hypertensive, you have to make sure that those two things are put under check. Then healthy lifestyle, exercise, then as managing the dyslipidemia when someone has a maybe problem with cholesterol. You should also make sure that it's going for frequent checkups so that the doctor will also deal with that.
The guests say, though Nigeria is making progress with kidney transplantation, they are unanimous that more still needs to be done through multidimensional approach and collaborations.
As a philanthropist, please sponsor patients that need organ transplantation with your money. And you save their lives. Then at the level of the government can do a lot, not necessarily through the insurance. If the government set up center of excellence in organ transplantation, let's say in each of the geopolitical zones of the country, those centers will be run not for profit. At least Nigerian will go, get the service, and pay for the service without adding a profit margin to the service rendered to the individual.
They reiterate the need for a national data, more understanding of organ donation, and enabling environment for healthcare to thrive so as to reduce the cost of organ transplantation and treatments. In Abuja, Lydia Sampson, NTA News.
And on that note, to end today's news, we wish our Muslim brothers and sisters a happy Salah in advance, to have a beautiful celebration, and stay safe. Good night.
Gotta go now.
Okay, why don't you hang up?
No, you hang up.
You're the one who's gonna eat now. You need to hang up now.
No, I dare you to hang up.
You want me to hang up?
You really need to hang up now.
No, you hang up, you hang up.
No, you hang up. I have to go.
You really want me to hang up?
Let's switch to a video call so I can see your face.
You're looking fine.
Now you can hang up. Hang up, Joe.
Make your nights memorable with Glow Night Data Bundle. Dial *312# to start.
Power your relentless ambition with ultra-high-speed data.
Glow Unlimited.